He's going. Geez. What's happened? Not a lot. That's a good thing. Got some new glasses. That's a bonus. Life is better. Apart from that, no, my shit flushes away. That's all sorted. Apart from that, all good. This thyroid shit seems to be under control. So let's have a look at what's happening. Rightio. Yeah, I know that goes the other way. Right, what I've started on is inside that corridor there. In there where you're really not going to see anything, but that's where I've started. Now in the kit, as I showed before, that they do give you a little bit of corridor, a little bit bigger than that piece, but and I've done some work on that. That leads round to the boarding ramp and off to the cockpit and all of that, and we'll go and have a look at what I've done to that. Alright, so that's looking in to that corridor. There's hand, rough hand. There's the smuggling compartments. A bit of wall missing there. Got some lights. We'll go and have a look at the other end of that corridor where it disappears round the corner. Nothing's painted, but that's where the other corridor goes to. You can just see that bit of black in the middle of the screen. That's where it leads off to the cockpit. Down in that little part is where it goes to the boarding ramp, which is nearly working, and it'll just fade off into the blackness. Now let's what it have. That's my little bit for filming. We'll take all that away and show you what it looks like. There we go. All covered in lights. Right, so yeah, there's a bit going on there. So I'll pull it apart and you should be able to see how it goes. Disconnect the power. Get rid of that. So it's just little 2.5mm LED. Goes off to some little fibre optics. I'll show you then that they were pretty cool. So yeah, they're just a gimmicky USB charger cable from the chicken shit shop, shitloads, whatever it's called. Yeah, $8. It's nice. Nice fibre optic cable actually. I don't think it's meant for data. I think it's just for the flashing lights, but it's good. 0.75mm. It's a lot easier to work with than other stuff I've got. Anyway, that's that set up with that little LED. And all these other lights are similar sort of thing. You're meant to wrap these around the helium balloon and have a lighted helium balloon. I don't know why you'd want that, but they're really, you know, they're really bloody small. You know, and they're every 100mm or so. They're absolutely perfect. You know, this wire can be moulded, bent into whatever shape I need. They're brilliant. So that's where that all comes from. And I'll pop that LED out of there. I can get rid of all those bits of tape. And all of that comes away as one. I can put that away. So, get rid of this bits of tape. Right, so obviously this is the bit that comes from the factory. The orange bit is what I've added on. Add a bit of a 32mm conduit, which you can glue the two together. They both work on a solvent-based glue, so they do work. Not fantastic, but they do work. Where to go next? There is a bit going on. Let's look at where the boarding ramp thing goes. No, we can't do that yet. We're going to pull it apart. I'll take the floor off. Oh, I didn't think of that, did I? That's got to come off. That's all right. Right, there we go. There's the floor from that piece. And the secret smuggling compartments. They're just got little blue, just courtesy lights, I suppose. I don't know. Obviously, look, they need a floor put in the bottom of them. But I can't do that till I get to painting, and that's a long way away. Then there's this bit of floor which goes underneath that bit, which is it's a bit rough, but I hand carved all those grooves in there. And this bit here, that's what will facilitate the boarding ramp. Eventually, I'm not going to go through explaining how that works here. I'll get to that later. So that's more or less where I'm at. You know, all these bits and bobs here are, yeah, they're just to hold the lights. We can look at the underside. This bit goes off to the cockpit. I've still got to make this corridor. This bit will be part of the boarding ramp mechanism. Over here will just fade off into darkness. In here, I've added the door that leads off to the guns. Whoa! Focus, you freaking fruitcake. These little lights, so those little clear bits, they're just, I just got in with a drill and a file and made them roughly the same size, and I cut all the thick bit out of a milk bottle and just shaped it to size, and that'll just squeeze in after it's all painted. Obviously before I glue the floor on. So that's more or less where we're at. So yeah, that's about where we are. Yeah, there's a little grill that goes in there. There's some, I don't know, some sort of supposed machinery under there that, again, won't be seen. Next thing, I will probably move on to the landing lights. So yeah, landing lights. Get rid of that. They go pretty much all around the perimeter, every, I don't know, 100 mil or so apart. Roughly the spacing of this stuff, which is so low profile and easily mouldable, going to be perfect. So that'll be the next step. Until then, I reckon that's probably it. So better take a little dance down to the crusher. See you later.